Okay, all I'm going to do is scroll down to the bottom and click Save. And let's see if our URL pattern changes made an impact. So notice that when we clicked Save, we jumped back to this content listing page. If we wanted to view this page, we would need to actually click on the link. Okay, our page got refreshed, and we see at the top that our URL hasn't changed. We are at /content/ and then the title of our tour. We can ignore everything past this hashtag right here for now. Let's go ahead and take a look at two different ways we can reset this URL, one of which is more useful for a single item, and one of which is more useful for bulk changing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click the Edit tab for this piece of content, and I'm going to scroll down and click the URL path settings option. Go ahead and click the automatic alias item here. Notice that it got unchecked after the first time we edited our content, and click Save. And now if you look at the URL, we see that it's tours and then the title. So pretty simple. All we need to do is check the same box that we did when we created the piece of content in order to reapply any changes that we've made to the pattern. Much of the time though, we will have created multiple items in a particular content type when we decide to change the pattern. So let's take a look at how we can change the patterns in bulk. Let's go ahead and go to the Pathauto configuration a different route. I'm going to click on Modules, and then I'm going to do a browser search for Pathauto. And next to Pathauto here, we'll have a configure link right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Okay, so we're back at our patterns. But notice at the top we have a number of tabs that we can click for URL aliases. We have patterns, but we also have bulk update and delete aliases. Let's go ahead and click on bulk update. That sounds the most like what we're trying to do. This says, select the types of unaliased paths for which to generate URLs. Now this doesn't quite pertain to us because we've already generated an alias for our piece of content. So before we can apply this bulk update, we'll need to delete the existing aliases. So go ahead and click on the Delete Aliases tab. And here we can choose aliases to delete. And we can choose all aliases, users, or content, but it doesn't look like we can specify a content type. So we need to be very careful here, because if we delete all of the aliases, that means the aliases that we've generated for the contact page and the about page are also going to go away. And so we would need to recreate those aliases. You can see here there's a number at the end of this sentence that specifies how many items will be deleted. So this can give you a clue before you go ahead and click this box and submit this form as to how many aliases you're going to be deleting. If you've only added one piece of tour content, then you know that there's a couple other aliases that are going to be removed here. So while this isn't really an optimal solution because we only want to remove aliases of a particular content type, we can go to the List tab here and individually pick out aliases that we want to remove. Right now we only have 3 for about and contact and our tour. So if we wanted to replace this one with a new pattern, what we could do is simply click the delete link next to this alias, confirm it, and then we could run the bulk update. So I'm going to go ahead and click on bulk update and click on content paths and click update. And this will regenerate our item. Notice here that it says it generated 2 URL aliases. This is because we didn't originally create an alias for our home page because it would always be accessed by going to the root of the site. Just because an alias was created doesn't mean anything will break. It just means that there's an alternate route to be able to access the home page.